Okay, hey, welcome to the shop. We're working on a boat.
It's a channel where we share tips and tricks to help you working on your boat and to have a great time while you do it. The jokes are campy, the production value is cheap, but the information is priceless. So stay tuned. My name's Eric with New Point Marine. Grab your tool bag. Let's work on a boat.
Okay, hey, welcome to the shop. We were working on a boat. So today let's talk about safety gear. Okay, so here recently there's a story that's been going around about 5 guys. They're out fishing in the Gulf of Mexico. Something goes incredibly sideways very fast. The boat sinks rapidly. They're in their PFDs or life jackets and they're in the water. Now, luckily, they had an EPIRB, which is an emergency position indicating radio beacon with them. And if you don't know how one of those works, it's very simply, it's a device that sends a signal to the satellites. The satellites send the signal back to the proper rescue authorities with your distress call, your contact information, and your GPS coordinates. So the guys are in the water. They activate their EPIRB and distress signal sent with the coordinates, and they're rescued within a few hours. So it's a happy ending. So we always we could use more happy endings like that. So instead of it could have been a tragedy, it could have been a what if thing, but it wasn't. It was a happy ending. So that's great. So today I wanted to share an experience with you that I had that really kind of shook me up a little bit in dealing with safety gear on my own boat. Now, not too long ago, I was going through the boat and attending to all the little maintenance details. And one of the maintenance items was, let's have a look at our 2 inflatable PFDs, personal flotation devices, or life jackets. And I've been pretty good about visually checking them, make sure the strobes have batteries, make sure the whistle's here. But this day I said, I can't quite remember the last time that I replaced the CO2 cartridge or changed the bobbin in the auto inflator. So I said, we're going to do that. Let's do that. I can't remember the last time we did it. Let's do it. So, but before, instead of just taking the canister out, throwing it away, I said, let's turn this into a training evolution for the kids. Let's put the kids in these life jackets and let them jump in the pool. And then that way, they're in a controlled environment. They can get a sense of what one of these is like when it deploys around your neck, because it can be a little surprising if you're not used to it. And they were excited about it, and we did that. So the kids put the life jackets on, they jump in the pool. Jackets inflate as expected, but I noticed something odd straight away. My kids were sinking. They were actually going underwater when they should have been incredibly buoyant with one of these, but they were actually sinking. So I started wondering, they were in the pool, shallow water, come on, let's get out, let's see what happened. And that happened. So the inflator with the CO2 cartridge attached to it and the automatic device on this end, the bobbin, it actually detached from the bladder of the life jacket. And that let the jacket deflate. The kids sank. So these were completely ineffective. So the first thing I was wondering is, why did this happen? It kind of shook me up a little bit, because there's been a lot of times that I have put this life jacket on and secure in the thought that if I went over the side, I'm protected. This is going to bring me back up to the top. I'll float and I'll get out of the water. And I started thinking about it and say, well, why did this happen? So I started thinking about it. Why did that happen? Why did this fail? Why do we have 2 failures? And the first thing that occurred to me is, how old are these life jackets? When did I actually buy these and put them into service on my boat? And I checked the manufacturing date on this, and it was actually February of 2001. At the time the kids jumped into the pool with these life jackets, the life jacket was 22 years old. These life jackets are old enough to buy beer, cigarettes, serve in the military, and cast a vote. After that, I went online to see what the serviceable lifespan of an inflatable life jacket is. And the shortest lifespan was 5 years, the longest was 10 years. So I had exceeded the useful lifespan with this by a decade. And I just didn't even think about it. Every year I replaced the batteries in the strobes and check them out, and they look good. But I should have taken these out of service a long, long time ago. Action. Okay, so am I saying that inflatable life jackets are bad? Absolutely not. These things are fantastic, because the best life jacket is the one that you're going to use, and these are relatively lightweight and comfortable. And mine have got the neat little sailing harness built into them, so you can clip in if it gets really rough. You will wear this, and if you're wearing it, then it's a good thing. Am I saying that the manufacturer of this built a bad product and it failed? Absolutely not. These are very, obviously, you look at it, it's a high quality item, and I am going to go out and buy 2 more just like it. What I am saying is that there was a failure, and that failure begins and ends with the captain of the boat. That's this guy. I should have taken these out of service a long time ago. Just because of their age. They have exceeded their serviceable lifespan. And I wanted to share that. It's an embarrassing thing for me. I'm usually pretty good about this sort of stuff, but I just didn't realize that 20 plus years had passed since I had put these into service. So I know somewhere in the comments of this video, there's probably going to be a yes, you should have done this. Yes, I should have done this. I should have taken these out of service and replaced them once their serviceable lifespan had run its course. But anyway, I wanted to share this little experience, because if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody, and if it can happen to anybody, it can happen to me. So luckily, we got to see this failure happen in a controlled environment. It kind of frightens me to think that this failure could have happened when we were in extreme conditions. That would have been very bad. That would have not been a happy ending at all. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. A little embarrassing for me to say that I didn't pay attention to this like I should have, but okay, so that's our show. And you can imagine that I'm going to go and check my safety gear on my boat a little closer next time. Yes, you bet your life. You bet your life I will, because you do actually and quite literally bet your life when it comes to safety kit on your boat. So yes, I'm going to pay a little bit closer attention to this sort of thing. Anyway, until next time, go and check your safety kit.